Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to talk about the Nexus Mods drama. So, as a lot of you guys probably know, especially if you're active on Twitter, Nexus Mods has been under a lot of fire recently. And they are under fire for removing mods that are not offensive at all from their website. So what happened to kick this entire drama off is someone who I followed on Twitter before the situation even happened called Reddit Echo Chamber, which can I just say I absolutely love accounts that dunk on Redditors. Redditors are so fun to bully. But basically what happened is Reddit Echo Chamber made a funny mod for Marvel Rivals, and this mod would replace Captain America with Trump. So obviously a very harmless mod. You just kind of look at it and you're like, haha, that's funny, and you move on with your day. But Nexus Mods actually took this mod down because it was too offensive, or too political or whatever, which is pretty sad considering it's not really a political statement, it's just meant to be a funny mod. There's no harm being done here, it's not even necessarily an endorsement, which even then I don't think you should take that down. But I don't understand, like the whole point of modding is to customize the experience to your liking. Nobody's forcing anybody to download this mod. The only way you are going to get this mod on your computer is if you go and purposely install it. It's also worth noting that this is a UK company, not an American company, so that just makes it even more, like, confusing. But after this situation happened and they took down the Trump mod, they tried to act like nothing happened at all, and they just continued tweeting their normal things, but it got really bad for them because they were getting ratioed every single time they tweeted. They had way more comments than likes, it was just not going well for them. They were blocking people, which I have a sneaking suspicion that I might end up getting blocked after I post this video, but who hasn't blocked me at this point? I mean, I found accounts on Twitter that I literally never ever even interacted with that have me blocked, so I mean... I don't know, man. But after over a week of Nexus Mods getting tons of heat for banning this mod, they decided enough is enough and we're going to respond to the drama, and I didn't expect the response to be this bad. Like, don't get me wrong, I expected it to be bad, but this bad? They pinned a tweet on their page saying we wanted to address the recent discourse over the last couple of days, including the weekend, regarding the political mods released and subsequently removed from our site for Marvel Rivals. Now, I already have an issue with this. It isn't really a political mod. Like, sure, the person is a political figure, but is the mod itself really political? I don't think so. It's just taking the next president of the US and slapping him on a Marvel character to get some quick laughs. There is no malicious intent behind this mod. There is no hate behind this mod. There is no political statement behind this mod. So what's the big fucking deal? Also, it's funny that a mod like this gets removed, but mods that add like tons and tons of gore to games, that doesn't get removed. Mods that remove clothing? Those don't get removed, but this does? You know, the logic really isn't logicking here, if you get what I'm saying. They then tweet out, there has been a lot of misinformation circulating on this topic, which we'd like to quickly clarify and put to rest. Nexus Mods has always been about building a positive modding community. I don't know, I don't think it's very positive to take down harmless mods that don't hurt anybody, which usually ends up with the person who made the mod getting banned so they can't make any more mods. That actually harms the modding community. I know this is going to be a silly comparison, but this reminds me of how DSP says, oh, I'm building a positive community, you guys. Yet the second you get into his stream, all you hear is, oh, you're a fucking idiot, dude. Unfortunately, some of the content uploaded to the site becomes a magnet for conflict, division, and mob harassment. Well, you could easily kinda solve this by just turning off the comments on those mods, which I don't think you should do that because that's still censoring people. But you took down the entire mod because of some commenters? That's not fair to the mod creator. In 2020, we updated our terms of service to state that we would remove any American political mods from our site. This is another thing that doesn't make sense. These guys aren't even American, why do they care so much about American politics? By removing the Trump mod, we are simply executing our existing file submission policies. What has been overlooked in much of the conversation is that we also removed other mods featuring US presidents uploaded to the site for Marvel rivals, such as Biden and Obama. Now, this is true, but I don't think those mods should have been banned either because they're just as harmless. Like, they're also just kind of funny. But I'm actually surprised they're consistent on this because they are known to be very hypocritical with what mods they choose to censor. They'll be okay with race swaps one way but not the other, same with like gender mods and stuff like that. So I will go ahead and give them the smallest bit of credit for being consistent. Now, I actually see a bunch of people on Twitter actually trying to defend the removal of these mods by saying, well, they're consistent on it, so it's fine, right? No, you silly sucker motherfucker. I also see people trying to defend this by saying, well, I thought you didn't want politics in your video game. Yeah, modding is completely different because you're actually customizing only your game to fit what you want. Not the same thing. I'm not gonna argue with any of you guys who want to come down in my comment sections like you always do and say, oh, you're wrong, dude, you eat paste. We remain a small, independent, UK-based company, and as such, we have no stake in US politics, and do not wish for our platform to be used as a base for US political discussion. Well, like I said before, just turn off the comments for that mod. Hell, you could make a rule where people who want to upload a political mod, they have to turn off their comments on that mod or else you ban them or whatever. I think that's fair too. The Trump mod was reported to us and in line with our TOS. Now this is another thing I wonder. Who would be so sad to go out of their way to report a completely harmless mod? Like, what kind of loser does that? We've been actively ensuring that any other American political mods are also removed from our site. While we have the right to choose what we host on our platform, we are not the authority on what you do or do not decide to mod into your games, and these mods can be found elsewhere on other sites. I don't know why you would give free promotion to your competition like this. It just seems like a bad idea. But like every video, let's go over some fanboy defenses. This guy replies to the original post saying, how about dropping censorship altogether and letting modders and gamers alike upload and download what they wish. Agree 100%. And Hingle McCringleberry, I think is how you say that? This isn't censorship, it's just moral and right. Oh boy, first of all, that literally is censorship, and I'll pull up the definition right now just like a Redditor would. Censorship, the suppression or prohibition of any parts of books, films, news, etc. that are considered obscene, politically unacceptable, or a threat to security. Did y'all even graduate high school? Another thing I want to bring up is, who are you to tell people what is and is not morally correct? Are you the judge of morality for the 8 billion people on this planet? This guy says, good job, Nexus Mods. Thank you for restricting what I can do, Nexus Mods. I really appreciate it. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. I think I've said everything I need to say in this video, so we can go ahead and wrap it up now. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you didn't, you can leave a dislike and a salty comment. Yeah, I'm out, guys. Peace.